I'm talking to you. We see it. Talking to you. Talking to you. I'm talking to you. Talking to you. I'm talking to you. You ready? I'm talking to you. We see it. Talking to you. Talking to you. I'm talking to you. Talking to you. Run.
And judges are one of those things, as well as unions. The league should have been together and been like, yo, if you want to show up for a KOTD battle, you getting striked over here, you all out.
Yeah.
Like, we need to cut the weeds out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see why not. Like, why not?
But Mickey, the only problem is that you niggas not gonna apply the shit equally, man. Let's be real, man. If Rock, Verb, or Hollow somewhere, like they no show a smaller league or something like that, niggas ain't about to not book them on the next joint, bro. Like it's not gonna happen. Like battle rap has too many fucking favorites, and too much money, a disparity and shit like that for everybody to get treated the same. Like I just don't believe a union would work. I'm gonna keep it real.
I think it comes down to people standing firm on what they want to happen in the culture, man. If you stand firm on your beliefs, people will follow suit. That's just basically it, man. At one point, the fans had no say. Remember when URL had a time clock, 3 minutes, and you used to see the time clock?
Yeah, I remember that.
And it didn't stop when people reacted. You had to keep
Facts.
Once the horn blew, that was it. And nobody complained.
Yeah.
Like now you got people complaining, and it's just like, no, bro. Like this is my creation. You're benefiting off of my creation. You need to abide by the rules. And at the same time, the battlers need to be like, listen, I have power as well, but I also need to follow the rules of the platform that I'm on. Like it needs to be give and take. And for whatever reason, it's not give and take. It feels like a battler wants this, and the league doesn't want it, and vice versa. It needs to be hand in hand. There's no battle rap without a league needing a battler, and there's no battle rap without a battler needing a league.
But I feel like the battlers I feel like these niggas is kind of getting loose off the handle. I feel like a lot of these niggas, even the new niggas, son, like niggas feel like they can do whatever the fuck they want. Niggas feel like niggas get to pick and choose. Niggas could turn down a nigga that won 6 straight battles for some random nigga. Like I feel like battlers got too much power now. Like niggas is getting paid and deciding who they're battling. Like if I'm giving you 5, 6 racks, you're gonna battle who I'm telling you to battle. Like how are these niggas even turning down, picking and choosing and shit?
I mean, sometimes it comes down to the league needing desperation battles. Like it turns into desperation. I'm a person that doesn't believe in desperation. I did one battle off of politics, and that was from Chico. He told me book K Holla versus Vici. But he really told me to book Vici. And I was crucified for that battle. I didn't want to book that battle. You know what I'm saying? I had to book it because Chico wanted to help out Vici. You know what I'm saying? But ever since that battle in 2012, I said I will never do that again because it didn't turn out to be something that I would co-sign and put a stamp on. You know what I'm saying? And that's how the leagues and that's how the battle should be. You should book the battles with storylines. I told Beasley this. Everybody should have in their contracts at least 2 blogs. Where's the shit talking? When we were coming out, 2009, 2012, 2010, 2011, Hitman and Arsenal blogs back and forth. What?
Oh, crazy.
You remember Rex spelling Arsenal or Arsenal spelling Rex's name out with the money and all that shit? Like
that's the reason why they hot. That's the reason why they hot. These guys are not creative. I don't know what's going on, bro. I don't know what's happening. What I do know is change is imminent. Winter's coming, baby. Winter is coming. And there ain't gonna be a lot of PGs that's gonna drop if I'm a part of it. I'm telling niggas to their face, you trash. You gotta go back home.
You gotta be on these niggas, man, because niggas. One of the problems is niggas get on URL and feel like they made it. Niggas don't even do nothing over there. Niggas just feel like I'm on URL. I made it. Like you gotta do something while you over there.
Wait till I get involved again. Once I step foot back in that joint, and don't send me no battles. I don't want to watch your battles. I want to see you in person. Don't send me battles. Niggas be sending me battles. Yo, watch my battles. I tell them no. I'm not watching it. I don't want to see what you did. I want to see what you do on my face. Show me.
But Mick,
impress me.
I want to. Okay? Now that you're getting back involved with the PGs, I want to ask you. So for somebody that hasn't been on URL, that's been doing their thing like a LOSO or a B-Dot, if they were to get a look on URL, do you feel like they should have to do a PG?
Yeah,
I don't think
let's get to that.
I don't think.
Wait. I want to ask you even more questions. Do you feel like they need a PG? Because, you know, King of the Dot is like right behind URL. Do you feel like Loso and them would even, like B-Dot would even need a PG? Like, what do you think?
I don't think B-Dot and Loso need PGs. I don't think they need PGs. They got people calling them out on both leagues that are not PGs. And they rack more views up in their battles off of YouTube than other battles that do it off of URL would do. Like, it's confusing. Why would you give Loso a PG? He's clearly he showcases that every time he goes on stage. Why would you give B-Dot a PG? Like, he went viral on Facebook. You can't name another PG that went viral on Facebook. And by the way, that's where battle rap is going next year. Battle rap is going to Facebook next year. It's not going to be on YouTube. So you can't even use the YouTube argument starting next year. Everything will be monetized on Facebook. So you can't even use that
argument. Of views argument is real trash, but I mean, I think that this year might have killed the views argument for real. I mean, I think because now we got pay-per-view, you know what I'm saying? Now it's but I mean, but Mickey, hold up on the B-Dot Loso shit, right? If you already have people under contract that you got obligations to, you know what I'm saying? How would you let the next nigga that's coming in skip the line? Like, how do you let? Like, you know what I'm saying? Is that fair to the people on contract?
I mean, people on contract, you know, they should be, you know, those contract obligations should be withheld. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody like Lee Burrell, for instance. You know, Lee Burrell signed contracts. There's no issue with the contracts in terms of having battlers sign the contract. The issue with the contracts is how it's written. If a battler loses a battle, there should be a clause within the contract stating if you lose a battle, you have to sit out. This next battle that I potentially may have booked you for, I have the option to withdraw you from taking that battle in the time frame in which we had already booked it for. That's what should happen.
Wow.
Instead of battle,
like a switch option, a fucking an eject button, like in the contract. That's what you're talking about?
There should be a losing clause. There should be a loser clause. So instead of you being so let's say for instance, right, all four of us are battlers. Tony, Polo, Drizzy, Nicky Factz, right? All four of us are battlers, right? And I sign a contract to battle Polo, Drizzy, and Tony Bro, right? Let's say I battle I'm set up to battle Tony Bro first, and then I get booked because I'm doing all these vlogs and I'm just popular. I get booked to battle Drizzy next, and then right after that, because I'm so popular, I get to battle Polo, right? Now let's say it's Born Legacy.
No, you haven't had any of the battles yet. None of the battles have happened yet, but you already booked for 3 of them.
Right. Now, let's say it's Born Legacy 3, Born Legacy 4, and Born Legacy 5. Let's say Born Legacy is in March. Right. Let's say Born Legacy 4 is in July. And let's say Born Legacy 5 is in October, right? Let's say I battle Tony Bro first, right? Tony Bro smokes my boots. I shouldn't be on that July card. I should be on that October card going against Drizzy. I got paid at the time. But I shouldn't battle on that July card. Even though I was booked for that July card. I should be revoked of that opportunity because I lost badly. There's nothing wrong with it debatable, but if I lose badly or clearly, I should be penalized.
Yeah, if I get
because you want to let's be very candid and let's be very honest. The majority of the battle culture feels I lost the danger zone. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay,
Yeah,
do you
sure.
feel like I lost the danger zone? I'm gonna take that. I had to take all of that in. I had to take it all, and I had to live with that. I had to sit with that. I had to watch why I lost. I had to look at it. I had to eat all of that. That just made me even madder to kill daylight. There's nothing wrong with losing. Losing is probably the best thing that happened to battle rap ever. People should be admitting their losses. Because when you lose, you get better. Look, Shaylock is the perfect example. Shaylock got bodied. I was there.
Bad.
Bodied for four rounds. 4 rounds. Bodied. 4, not 3. 4. 4 rounds. He is the #1 URL battler right now because of that loss. He took what he saw from that loss, realized that he wasn't aggressive enough, and he didn't have enough punchline, and he took that and he created who he is today. Every time somebody loses and they admit they lost, they come back harder than ever. The reason why battling is not where it's supposed to be, you guys are not admitting their losses.
Come on, Mickey, don't do that. I was with you until you said that very last point. What do you get from admitting a fucking loss? Like what? I don't understand that. I don't agree with that at all.
You gotta admit the loss. If you lost, you lost, bro. Like niggas know when they lose. I don't care who you are. You know when you lose. You know it. You know it. You know it. You know it. I'm not here for that. When you lose, you feel it. Yo, I think I lost in your mind. Yo, I think I lost. And then you convince yourself when you watch it back. I won. I took that line. No, you didn't. You lost, bro. You lost. You really lost. I remember. Listen, I'm from a different Twitter era when Hitman Holla choked against Goods. Gracie was there, and she tweeted, "Hitman Holla has choked for a minute straight." Hitman got on Twitter and said, "She is lying." He said, "Why is Gracie lying on me? Why is Gracie lying on me? Tell Gracie to stop lying on me. I did not choke for a minute. I did not lose the battle." And his fans said, "Yeah, she's lying." They weren't even there. And they went with that narrative. And then the battle dropped. Because from behind the scenes, Hitman was trying to not have the battle drop.
Yeah.
The battle dropped. Seneca put the heartbeat in back of Hitman choking. And you can clearly see him choke in the battle. And he lost that battle. What was his next battle after that? The top 3 battle of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Top 3 battle of all time. Top 3. Top 3.
Yo,
when you lose, you get better battles.
The sad part about that story is that in 2017, Hitman Holla in that same scenario, that battle gets vaulted. It does. It does. I'm trying to think of a Hitman battle that got vaulted. I can't think of one Hitman battle that got vaulted. Too popular to get vaulted. Paying too much to get vaulted. Yeah. Well, I mean, if Young early in his career, if that battle happens in this day and age, because we know who Hitman is and how well he can perform, if it's that bad of a loss to where, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think now the way people treat losses, man, because even Surf, I think initially in his career, I mean, you had a Young Ill situation in DNA. You know what I mean? Like, I think they both got him up out of here, but he was still nice. So it was okay. I think now them same losses might look a little different. Like, it seemed like it's more, I want to say it's more pressure between these matches now because there's so many rappers and shit. One loss can really fuck you up. I don't know if that was the case back then, like that.
I mean,
with every single battle.
I think Surf is an anomaly. Surf is like, to be honest, and Surf has said this, Surf is the murder mook of this era. He is essentially the murder mook of this era. So he had a string of bad battles back to back to back to back, and for whatever reason, they got swept under the rug. They really got swept under the rug, and he was choking in every battle. Rex, T-Top, Verb. He would. If it wasn't for that Rock battle, the 2-on-2, Surf would be. It would be a different scenario. You know what I mean? Like he was just taking it for the bag and not really preparing properly. But I think now, you know what I'm saying, with Surf, he needed to be held accountable. But because his fan base is so popular and the bloggers didn't really, you know, they didn't really get on him, like, except for Angry Fan. Angry Fan was probably the only person that got on him. Everybody else
got
was
killed
like,
for it,
you know,
too. Bad. Nigga, the
you know,
Surf, free Surf, too. The Surf Coalition.
Surf only had
heavy.
one bad battle, man. We not doing that.
Yo,
here we go.
Here
We go Polo. Bullshit.
No.
Go ahead.
That bird battle was bad.
Nobody
the Rex
watched
battle
that,
was,
though.
The Rex battle was bad. It's not about who watched it. It was about
he
bad
killed
battle.
Rex. No,
He lost.
He killed Daylight.
He did what?
He choked in a one-rounder. Like, he choked in a one-rounder. He lost the Verb. He lost the Verb. Choked versus Rex. He choked versus Suge. And he choked versus T-Top.
Like, Surf literally said he does not care about none of those battles. He said he only care about URL battles.
And he choked on the URL battle.
What URL battle?
He shouldn't still. He choked against. Listen, he was gonna beat T-Top on that third round. Like that's.
Here we go.
T-Top came with the same bullshit he comes with every fucking battle. He was gonna murder T-Top. T-Top got bailed out.
That third round was shaping up to be crazy, but he choked. He choked, bro. Like he choked in 4 battles straight, bro. He choked against Suge. Suge stretched his shoulders out, bro. Like I think I you know, and you know, I love Surf. Like Surf, that's my man. But he's had some questionable moments at home. I don't think he's had one dope moment in Jersey. Like he could.
I mean, but Arsenal, besides Loaded Lux, Arsenal ain't have no dope moments in Jersey until Loaded Lux. So I don't really think.
Wow.
At the end of the day, he's one of the greatest, man.
I mean,
but it's older than
him and Suge, like he couldn't control the crowd against Suge. He couldn't control the crowd against Calico. Like he home.
Yeah, but that home niggas deal that home shit. When you out in New York, New Jersey, the home, because New York people turn on their own New Yorkers. Oh, New Jersey people turn on their own New Jersey. So that home crowd advantage don't really mean much in New York. That mean a lot when you go to the South and you go to other places that really support their art. But New York people don't support their own people. So that home court is
calling us haters like that. That don't mean you're not supposed to lose at the crib though. Come on, Polo. Don't do that.
But I'm saying though, New Yorkers wake up every morning hating something new about New York. Like we don't support people in New York. Like, and that's a fact. Like, we don't support.
Okay. No. I agree with Polo, but let me ask you this, Polo. Did Surf beat Suge?
I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was ass. Like niggas was throwing water bottles. Niggas was doing a heart check.
That's not what I asked. That's not what I asked.
I feel like that wasn't the question. No.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't feel like nobody won that battle. I feel like they both lost.
Okay, so they both lost. Okay. All right, you can ask me.
I hate that they both lost. I hate that.
Surf, no.
Nah, I'm gonna be real. Now, if you ask me if Verb beat him, I think Verb did beat Surf. But I feel like Suge and Surf, that was like such a weird battle. Like it was so much emotion. Like these niggas, that was like a weird ass fucking battle.
It was weird, but no, he didn't.
He ain't beat Verb.
Did Surf beat Rex? No,
he beat Rex. He choked.
You can't touch. How are you gonna win a one-round battle that you choke in? You can't win. He choked.
I feel like I heard that Rex verse on like 45 fucking freestyles.
Don't matter. You can't hold it up, bro. He choked. Now the T-Top battle, it's kind of debatable, but I give it to T-Top. I thought T-Top beat him.
He clean T-Top. I don't care what nobody.
Wait, Mickey, who you had? Who you had in that battle, bro? Who you had?
Who? Surf and T-Top?
Yeah.
T-Top 2-1. I thought T-Top
No way.
I got T-Top 2-1 as well, Mick. I got T-Top 2-1.
Of course you got T-Top 2-1. You like the number one Surf hater. The nigga Surf beat T-Top.
Surf's last clear 1-on-1 win is against Hitman in like 2014. It's probably 2018 and shit. Like, come on. Surf don't really have a winning record though.
He beat Daylight. Surf cleaned Daylight all the way up. He bodied Rick Belvedere, the nigga that y'all held at high regard for being one of the best lyricists.
Daylight is trash, man. He got bricks out of it. He got Daylight out of it. I agree. He lost the DNA and lost the Young L. He beat us.
He didn't lose Young L. Young L is highly debatable.
No, it ain't.
No, it ain't.
That's a belt out. He started the shit out of Surf. Come on, that's what Jersey started. That's what Jersey started. He beat K-Sean. He lost to T.
He beat Tay-Rock.
He got smoked by Cal. He got smoked by Clips.
He didn't get smoked by Calico. That was a weird battle. He got smoked by Clips. He did get smoked by Clips.
Every time he lost. Every time he loses.
He lost to T. He lost to Big T.
Yeah, but nah, he didn't lose to T. Stop that right now. Stop that right now.
Oh my.
Hell no. Yo, this man went to Detroit in the heart of Sugar about to get killed. He went to Detroit and put on a classic. He's not losing no T. Hell no.
Yeah, he lost it too.
I always thought that way. Well, okay.
This nigga Big T, you know how much my shit lockout booms worth? Like, get out of here with that shit. Them Big T rounds age like milk. Like, them shits, if you go back and watch them shit, it's not that fire.
Age like milk. Hey, Polo, did you listen to Big T versus Mike P? Yo, I'm from Chicago, son. Big T is horrible, son. All good.
He is trash. Big T is fucking trash.
He's terrible. Nicky, nah, hold on. I'm from the same area as Big T. He is awful right now, son. Like,
oh my God, stop smoking this nigga.
Yo, Big T rounds, that ass ages like milk. Like, if you go, if you watch this shit in 2 years, his shit be garbage.
I thought Surf beat Hollow and Hitman, though. I thought he beat those
two
guys.
He killed Hollow. He killed Hollow.
He killed Hollow. Man.
I don't care what nobody
killed Hollow, and he beat Big T.
I don't think he don't get Surf that victory. He beat Hollow. He put. I think that was the first time I see it. Huh?
I think he did beat Hollow. I think he did. But I don't think he killed him.
Come on, Mickey. This nigga said. This nigga
he beat Hollow. He put blood all over.
He said if we
Hollow took off his jacket, nigga. Like, that's how you know a nigga in your ass. He took off your jacket.
Nicky,
I'm gonna get
Nicky. Surf
Hollow had on that tight shirt. Yeah.
Yo, hold on. Surf had ridiculous reaches in that battle. If we meek, he used meek as meek. Like,
MMG.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on.
Nothing
MMG. When a nigga said, hold on. When a nigga said, Tony Bull, when the nigga first said they ain't tell it was a Durango, if our shooters start to drill where they couldn't tell it was a Durango, like, what are you, come on, man. Like, stop.
My nigga.
I didn't know what was going on at that point in the battle.
He was jabbing Hollow with mad
this year, I missed Surf this year, though. I'm going to keep it real. I did miss Surf this year. I did
tweet. I saw a tweet. I saw a tweet earlier from Mike P. He said 2017 is the second best year in battle rap. Do y'all agree with that?
Great year. I was on that. I've been on that wave for a little minute, man. This has been a very good year of battle rap. I'm gonna keep it real. Quality of battles, how close it is, how many battlers are actually pretty good. The fucking like we got the movie, we got the mainstream shit going. Like we killed the flex type.
Did the movie come out?
Wait,
did the movie come out? Did the movie come out? I'm confused about that.
Did the movie come out?
I think it premiered in Canada or some shit, right? There was a premiere for it. I remember that the pictures from that, but the actual I don't know if there's anything out there floating on the internet, but
we got to count the movies for 2018. Basically, we got to count the movies for 2018. I'm just asking. Right. I just want to know. You know what I'm saying? I think 2017 is the fourth best year in battle rap. Fourth.
Yeah, I think it was.
Behind what? I want to hear
2012, 2011, and 2014.
The best year in battle rap, hands down, was the year when all the investors was coming out the woodwork. Nigga, like these niggas, that was probably the best year in battle rap.
2012, incredible. You couldn't even pick a battle of the year in 2012. It was too much. It was too much to deal with. You got a headache thinking about what was the battle of the year. Nowadays, it's like 3 battles. 2012, it was about 15 to 20 battles. Yo, I don't know what the battle of the year is.
Mickey, and you're honest, Mickey, and you're honest, what's the battle of the year this year? What's the battle of the year this year? So far?
So far, Hollow and Rock is really good, man.
Yo, that's a fucking incredible battle. That's a really incredible battle.
I think in terms of the culture,
there.
Hollow and Rock is going to stand the test of time over the years. That when people go back and look at the battles of the year, it's going to be between that and Oxymoron and Disaster. And the only reason why I say Oxy and Diz is because he potentially might have changed a little bit of what the culture looks at. People getting paid for battles, because he did the battle for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, he showed the battle world that, it's not just America that's here. Like, I can bring in views without having to ask for a lot of money. He kind of stripped away the view argument. Like, that's monumental in this era. So I think, but in terms of just rhyming and what the culture is about, Hollow and Rock, it lived up to the expectations, and I think that's going to be the battle of the year. Unless O-Red and Big K turn all the way up.
I was about to say, I think you still got some shit coming up that could change. I mean, you got Rock and Diz this year, too, so, what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. This year is not done yet. That's what I'm saying. It's been great. It's been some good work, man. It's been some good work this year, bro.
O-Red and K has possibility of being a battle of the year candidate, man. That's a spooky battle, yo. Because you don't know. These are two guys who have maybe 3 losses between them. Like, K got like 3 losses, Red got like 3 losses. So it's like, this is a serious battle. Like, those are the ones that you're supposed to be like, wait, I can't pick a winner. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This one's definitely for bragging rights, man. I think O-Red is on a tear, and Big K just looks like he's been mailing the shit in, still getting his wins off. Almost like clips right before he started to get like crazy with it, like super lazy. You know what I mean? But I don't know. If these 2 cars do what they need to do, man, you would be looking at that. World Dom with Oxy and Diz on it. Mass 3, you know what I'm saying? That was fire. BL4 and 5. You know what I mean? You had the Blood, Sweat, and Tears. That card was pretty good. You had some shit, man. The Writer's card, the Queen of the Ring versus Bullpen. High Stakes 2. Like, you had some shit, man. It
was a lot, man. I think the culture really excelled this year in terms of battles. And it might be a toss-up between this year and maybe like 2011 when it's all said and done, depending on these last 2 events. But right now, the top 3, we have to give it to 2012, 2011, and 2014, like without a shadow of a doubt. Those, we have yet to have a room sell out at 3,000 people. We can't negate these things. Summer Madness 1 sold out, 2,500, 2,600 people for a battle event. These are things that, you have to take into account. And I think it's fair to make those type of assessments. So, we'll see what 2017, produces by December 31st. I'm hoping Big K and O-Red lives up to the hype because I want to see a classic between those 2 guys, Even B. Dot and Low, that was incredible. That was
fire, man. I thought that was crazy. Oops and Excel, that battle was dope.
Oops and Excel, fire.
Yeah. I'm not mad at that one. Definitely. I wasn't mad at Lux versus Arsenal. I just don't feel like that's getting the proper respect it deserved, man. Like, people was done with that battle after that shit dropped. I don't know what that was about.
Yeah, man. I watched that battle one time. Man, Lux, that's my man. I had a long talk with that man. I was like, listen, man, we need that Funk Flex Lux immediately. Like, we need that. Like, that's what everybody wants. Nobody cares about you being a karate master. Nobody cares. Like, niggas don't care. Like, niggas don't care no more, bro. We want to see that Flex Lux. That's the gray hoodie Lux. That's what, it's crazy. It's crazy when people say, oh, he can't do that in a battle. Those Miles rounds are off of songs. Those are song verses. To beats, like to actual beats. The first and the third round are actually freestyles. So it's like, wait, time out. So he can't do what he did on Flex in the battle, but he did it already. And that's who y'all asking for. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? The issue is not him being the Funk Flex Lux. The issue is the crowds. He's writing for the crowds. If he writes just to write for JC and appears like he did on Lux with nobody stopping him, have a wonderful life, JC. Have a wonderful life. It was lovely knowing you, sir. I'll see you in the afterlife. Like, because the crowds are what's helping these battlers. When you got people that know lyrics, or you got street niggas in the crowd that's not gonna react to every ball, it's a totally different environment. Then you start to see, y'all niggas sleeping, man.
Talking to you. You ready? I'm talking to you. We see it. Talking to you. Talking to you. I'm talking to you. Talking to you. Are you talking to you? You ready? I'm talking to you. We see it. Talking to you. Talking to you. I'm talking to you. Talking to you.